All right, welcome. Welcome to your first lesson, Lesson 1 in AutoCAD 2019. After you click on your icon for AutoCAD 2019, you're going to come to this screen. When it comes to the screen, you have some different options you're going to do, but the only real thing you're going to worry about is right here on the Get Started. So we're going to click on this that says Get Started and start a drawing. Once your drawing comes up on the screen, you have a lot of areas here on the screen. You have this area here. This is your drawing area. This is where the drawing is actually going to happen that you're doing. Up above, you have a lot of different buttons on AutoCAD, and you have some little different tabs up here that will open up different buttons if you click on those. The one we typically stay on is over here on the Home button. That's where you're going to do a vast majority of everything we're doing. Okay. Another area on your screen is down here on this bar. This bar is called your command prompt. Anything you type on the screen, it actually will appear there, but once you hit enter, it'll come up down here on your command prompt down below. So that's kind of where that appears and what that is. Okay. With AutoCAD, everything you do, there's a lot of ways of doing everything. So for a specific command, you might see up here at the top, the first one, line command. There is probably 4 to 5 different ways of doing the line command. In AutoCAD, I try to teach you one way, and I try to teach you a way that's the most efficient way to work. With this, I could come up here, I could click on the line command, and it could come down. But when you're using AutoCAD, I want to teach you a lot of the typed-in commands. There's a lot of shortcuts for typed-in commands. Once you get efficient with AutoCAD, I've been using AutoCAD for over 25 years, and with that, I think I became relatively efficient. And a person who uses CAD a lot, you're going to see them one hand on the mouse. Currently, my left hand's on the mouse, and my right hand is on the mouse, and my left hand is just hovering over the keyboard. So I don't come up here and click the line command because that takes a lot of time when I'm drawing a line, and then I'm drawing a circle, and I'm drawing an arc, and I'm drawing other things. It takes a long time to come back up here and do it, so I'm wasting a lot of time here. So while I'm working, at the same time I'm working with my right hand with the mouse, my left hand is just hovering there over the keyboard, waiting for the commands to enter in. All commands have shortcuts to them. So for example, for line, I could type L-I-N-E. You see that appear there. And I could hit enter, and I enter in the line command. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit escape and cancel out of that line command. Another way to enter in the line command, or there is a shortcut. If you think about what letter shortcut would be for the line command, guess it. I'm going to give you a second. It is L. So I'm going to go L, enter, and that is a shortcut for the line command. And it looks like I bumped an M after I did that, so I'm going to backspace over that. So L, enter, and I'm in my line command. Now, I say L, enter, but you know what I actually do is enter and the space bar does exactly the same thing on AutoCAD. So I go L and space bar. And again, when you see somebody that's used AutoCAD a lot and they're efficient, they have the one hand, the 4 fingers hovering over all the letters out there on the keyboard, and their thumb is right there on the space bar. So I just hit L space and E space for erase, A space for arc. I do things like that, and it goes very quickly and very efficiently. Okay, so now next. We're in this command, but before we actually start doing anything, I'm going to hit escape one more time. Before we start doing anything, I want to make sure everybody's initial setup with some of the buttons and tabs they're on are all set the same. So let's come down here to this bottom area right here. These are different toggles you can turn on and off. So let's look at this first one. This first one says, if you hover over it, display drawing grid. Well, let's click on that and let's see what happens. Notice the grid, those lines out there, they disappeared. So that turns the grid on and off. The grid's nothing that's seen on your drawing, so we're going to go ahead and just keep the grid on. It's just a nice visual reference when you're here working. That's pretty nice. The next one over is snap mode. Now, snap mode, when I turn it on, when it's depressed, it's blue. That means it's on. When it's not on, it's grayed out. So when it's blue, it's on. When it's gray, it's not. Now, when you move out here, it really doesn't look like it does anything. It doesn't do anything until you're in a command. So for example, I'm going to go L for line. Now notice when I'm in a line command, notice how my mouse jumps around. It's jumping back and forth between those heavy grids on my screen. If I turn the snap back off, notice how my mouse moves nice and freely out there. So that's kind of the difference of what that does. All right, let's go on. The next one is restricts cursor orthogonally. Basically, it's ortho mode. You got to be in a command again to make this work. So I'm going to go L for enter, or L for line. I'm going to click on the screen, and I'm going to come down here and click on that button, and notice what happens. It only lets you draw lines side to side or up and down. It doesn't let you do anything at an angle. So I'm going to turn that one back off. Now, notice my line's connected there. This is also, just to back up just a little bit, this is also, once I start my line, so I'm going to go L, enter for line again, or L space. I hit escape in between to cancel out a line, so L space turns it on. I'm going to click my mouse, and that starts the line, and I'm going to hit escape to cancel out of it. So try that a couple times. L, enter, click on your screen, move your mouse around. That gives you, again, what's called a little rubber band line that stretches out, back, and then hit escape, and that cancels out of it. Okay, so once you've played with that a couple times, now let's go ahead and just connect our line back on there. I'm going to go over here on the left side of my screen and connect my line. All right, so now notice as I'm drawing this down, and go ahead and just draw what I'm drawing here. I'm going to draw a little letter W here on the screen. I'm going to come down to about here, up to about there, down, and up. So just try that, and that's just click, 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 click. Once you have that finished, go ahead and hit escape. And that's us drawing a line this way without anything turned on down below. Now, when I do this, I said, draw a W here. So this is what I expect to see. You're going to turn this in. This is what I expect to see when you turn this in. If I see on your screen, I see this. Does this look like a W? I don't think so. So you're not going to get full credit when I grade this because you're not following along with me and you're not following the steps. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And to get rid of that, I'm just going to go U, enter, 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 and enter twice there is all. And that made that disappear. Just undid it. U, enter, enter. All right. So now, once again, I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to go L for line. I'm going to click my start point over here just beside my W. And now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to turn on this ortho thing. However, though, before I turn on that ortho thing, I want you to go across here and turn off those other things. And it canceled me out of the line command when I turned off that last one, and that's fine. So all I have on is just the grid. I want everybody to be kind of at the same spot here. So now I'm going to attach this line on. Now this lets me move this line anywhere on the screen at all. Now, if I come down here and I turn this ortho on, again, notice what's going to happen. We saw this a little bit ago. My cursor, I can only draw straight down, straight up, straight left, or straight right. I only have the options of drawing in those 4 directions. Let's go ahead and just try to make a big old block letter O. So I'm going to come down and over and up and back over to there. Now, you're not going to probably get this perfect on this end, and that's just fine. We'll look at how to get that perfect at a later time. So there I got a W-O. I'm trying to spell my name here if you didn't notice. So, so there, that looks pretty nice. But sometimes you want to be able to draw lines at angles. So let's go L again. I'm going to start my line here. I'm going to draw my line, pull it up with this rubber band line. Now this time, instead of this one turned on, which is called ortho, I'm going to turn on the next one over, which is called polar tracking. Notice what polar tracking does. It lets me draw lines at any angle, but, however, notice when it goes up, it locks into that green little dashed line. So here, nothing. Here, locked into the green dashed line. So it lets me draw a nice straight line. If I get it close to straight, it locks me in it perfectly straight. So I'm going to come up to there. I'm going to click. I'm going to come over. I'm going to come down. Back over to about right here. If you can't tell what I'm doing, I'm spelling my name. So W-O-R. So there we go. Looks great. R ends right there. And there now you've played around with the line command and polar. Okay. Let's go ahead and start another one. Let's go line again. And here's another little tidbit. I'm not going to go L enter for line this time. This time, I'm just going to hit my enter key or my space bar. Again, enter and spacebar does the same thing there. So I'm going to hit spacebar, and notice what it does. It repeats the last command that I was just on. So on this one, again, I'm going to come over here to this side. I'm going to click for my start point, about here. And I'm going to come straight to the side, straight down, and straight over. W-O-R-C. Okay. Now, I'm starting to run out a little bit of room here. So here's a good point, or a good place to show you the next thing. So for the next thing, you're going to click and hold on your screen. So click and hold your middle mouse button. So that little rolly mouse button, you're going to click and hold on it. I've scrolled there for a second. You're going to click and hold, and notice what you can do. You can slide your screen back and forth. So click and hold that middle mouse button, and that is if you have a middle mouse button. Oh, and here comes a little tidbit. Hadn't even thought about telling this until this point right now. Using AutoCAD, oh my goodness, a mouse is going to be kind of a thing You're going to need to find a mouse. I'm going to try to work on and see what we can do for finding you guys mice if you don't have a mouse, because you really, really, really need to have a mouse for AutoCAD. AutoCAD is going to be so difficult and so hard to do with the little trackpad. I really don't know how much efficiency. You're not going to have any efficiency with that. So we're going to talk about that. So again, if you have a mouse and you have a middle mouse button, that's clicking on that, holding it, and sliding back and forth. Gosh, without this, I really don't know what you're going to do. Get what letters in there you can, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now, once again, I'm going to go line again. And this time I'm going to draw a nice little letter E. But, however, before I draw it, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at another button on this. This next one, isometric drafting, we're just going to kind of ignore. The next one, reference lines, we're going to go ahead and turn that one on. So let's go ahead and go line again, or I already am on my line command. I'm going to come to here. I'm going to come down and over. I hit spacebar to end my line command. Now I'm going to hit spacebar to I cannot talk. To continue it, and I'm going to come across like this. Now notice, as I'm coming across like this, it doesn't end right here, just where I want to. I'm going to go ahead and turn this one back on, and now notice what happens. This next one is called Object Snap. So when I come back across here, notice now how it gives me a little X. That's the intersection, and this line ended perfectly on that intersection. So it made me a nice, perfect letter E. If I zoom in there, oh, and then again, I just did something that you don't know how to do. Zooming is scrolling that middle mouse button. When I scroll on that middle mouse button, it zooms me in on that area, and I can see that really in close detail. If I look over here, notice, oh, how that did not line up very good because I didn't have that turned on. And on this letter O, ooh, didn't line up very good. But here, this looks very nice. Okay. So I am going to stop there. We've used the line command and played with it just a little bit, and we're not going to do any more right here on this. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and save this. To save this, you go up to your letter A and go down, and I want you to get used to going save as. There's a lot of times where we're going to be doing things. If you go save, you're going to save it over top of something you don't want to. I want you to get used to going to save as. When you go to save as, for right now, all I really want you to do is let's just make a folder on your desktop. So when you go to save, I'm going to click here at the top at Documents. I'm going to go down to Desktop. And let's just save it right there on your desktop. I'm going to go ahead and hit this plus sign to create a new folder. And I'm just going to name this CAD. And I'm going to save it right there in that folder called CAD. And it could be CAD 1, I guess. That's fine. And we go inside that folder CAD 1. And let's just save this as Lesson 1. And then click on Save. Okay? That's saved there. That's great. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to create a snipping of this. I'm about out of time on my timer. So go to the bottom of your screen where you can type in and type snipping. And it comes up with a little snipping tool. And here's your snipping tool. Let's go New. And we're going to put a snipping tight around my Worcester. and save that to your drive.